Check right 27. Check right 27. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check safety. Check safety.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Marquise,
they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
For the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He was taken down by
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
3-yard loss on the play.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter, Tress Way, on to punt for Washington. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And that'll be incomplete. Will took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 3rd down, Carson. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Yard pickup. It's now
on 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Steven Sims set to return it for Washington. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims, 78 yards. yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, it's Carson, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Carrier taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case. And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
On second down now, it's Gibson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for 6. He's got a man complete. And all the way up to the 49. It's a big play there for Washington on third down. And even 40 yards.
49-yard line.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Go. Check it back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pick.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give right side. Gibson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Antonio Gibson.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Seahawks nothing.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On first down, Gibson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
The tackle by
Darrell Taylor.
No gain.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. He's coming. Double up. It's free.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job, because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and to give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
He lets it fly for Lockett, and this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Intercepted. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number, because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson.
Antonio
tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Flowers on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, It's Gibson. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
The gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Washington.
13 yards there on a Washington first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. It'll be Love to try and get the 1st. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims Jr. with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And it's 17-7.
It is good. Makes this Washington 17. Seahawks 7.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Gibson. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. from the gun. Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
It's Washington 24, Seahawks 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And bulldozing his way through.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On play action, Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in and touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
DK Metcalf with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And it's up and good.
Makes this Washington 27, Seahawks 14. Michael Dixon to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. 2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
29-yard line.
Good tackle there by Jaron Reed, the former 2nd-round pick out of Alabama. And that's why he was drafted, but he's really shown an excellent ability to rush the passer as well.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
For a Washington.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
The 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Game situation. Let's go. 5-2 the Mike.
They'll try the left side. Gibson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Brought down by Kevin Minter.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, bip. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third and 2, now Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The tackle.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Seahawks 29-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Right here. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Rush in. Check 3.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Haskins dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
For the Washington field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will swell the lead to 16.
Washington 30.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
What we got? Hey, check right.
They go play action now. Haskins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jordan Brooks brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Tressway now, and that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Haskins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuck at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
Ball carrier.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down, it's Carson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and
play action. It's Wilson.
46-yard ball.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Wilson tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
brings up fourth.
They run for it with Carson, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On the Seahawks' 37-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Operating from the gun, Haskins. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The tackle made by Bruce Irvin.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Barber. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Peyton Barber. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to
line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10 yards to go.
Here's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Haskins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Today's final.
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them,